Welcome to Nature Walk, the podcast where we delve into the wonders of the natural world and explore the intricate relationships between species, habitats, and the environment. I'm your host, David, and I'm thrilled to share with you a heartwarming story from Brazil that highlights the dedication of a wildlife rescue center in giving animals a second chance at life. Imagine being torn away from your home, separated from your family, and subjected to the cruel whims of human traffickers. This is the harsh reality faced by thousands of wild animals every year, including parrots with broken beaks, newborn armadillos, and drugged monkeys. But, thanks to the tireless efforts of the Vida Livre Institute in Rio de Janeiro, many of these animals are being given a second chance at freedom. Located in the heart of Brazil's Atlantic forest, the Vida Livre Institute is a beacon of hope for animals that have been victimized by poachers and wildlife traffickers. The team of volunteer veterinarians and biologists work tirelessly to rehabilitate these incredible creatures, nursing them back to health and preparing them for release back into their natural habitat. One remarkable story that caught my attention was that of two capuchin monkeys who were rescued after being drugged by poachers. The team at Vida Livre worked around the clock to help the monkeys recover, providing them with food, water, and medical care. It's a testament to the dedication and compassion of the people involved in this important work. But the Vida Livre Institute is more than just a rescue center. It's also a hub for education and awareness about the devastating impact of wildlife trafficking on ecosystems. As Juliana Machado Ferreira, the executive director of Freeland Brazil, so eloquently put it, wildlife trade has more impacts than people imagine. Apart from the individual animal who suffers greatly, we also lose pollinators, seed dispersers, animals that have an ecological role in nature. The statistics are staggering. Wildlife trafficking is the world's fourth most lucrative international organized criminal enterprise, behind only drugs, weapons, and human trafficking. But it's not just about numbers, it's about the individual lives that are being destroyed by this cruel trade. As we explore the natural world on Nature Walk, we often come across stories of tragedy and loss. But today's story is one of hope and resilience. The Vida Livre Institute is a shining example of what can be achieved when people come together to make a difference. So let's take a moment to appreciate the beauty and wonder of Brazil's fauna, and to acknowledge the incredible work being done by the team at Vida Livre. As Rocht Seba, the president of the Institute, so beautifully said, "I would love for the Institute to be empty, and to be only dedicated to talking about the beauty of Brazil's fauna to inspire people." We'll be right back with more fascinating stories from the natural world on Nature Walk. Welcome back to Nature Walk. I'm your host, David, and we're glad you're joining us again for another fascinating story from the natural world. Today, we're going to talk about a group of animals that are often overlooked, but play a vital role in their ecosystems, amphibians. Specifically, we're going to delve into a recent study that reveals a dire outlook for these creatures. As we walk through the forest, the sounds of birds chirping and leaves rustling underfoot are familiar companions. But amidst this symphony, there's another sound that's becoming increasingly rare, the croak of frogs. These tiny creatures are an essential part of their ecosystems, regulating insect populations, cycling nutrients, and sustaining food webs. However, a new study published in Nature Climate Change suggests that up to 40% of amphibian species are threatened with extinction due to climate change. The research, led by Dr. Nicholas Wu, focused on the impact of increasing environmental dryness on frogs. By analyzing data from over 5,000 species, the team found that many regions with high concentrations of amphibians will be severely affected by aridification in the coming decades. The Atlantic forest in South America, home to over 700 species of anuran amphibians, is particularly at risk. In fact, more than 50% of these species are endemic, meaning they can't be found anywhere else on the planet. As we consider the implications of this study, it's essential to remember that amphibians have been on our planet for over 300 million years, long before humans. They've survived through countless environmental changes, but the current rate of warming exceeds their ability to adapt. It's a sobering reminder of the urgent need for conservation efforts and environmental protection. The researchers emphasize that studies like this are crucial in developing public conservation policies while these species still exist. By understanding how some animals are more resilient than others, we can work towards providing suitable microclimates for amphibians to adapt to our rapidly changing world. For example, restoring forests can help create habitats with reduced water loss, giving these creatures a fighting chance. As we continue on our nature walk, let's take a moment to appreciate the intricate web of life that surrounds us. The fate of amphibians is a reminder that our actions have consequences, and it's up to us to ensure the long-term survival of these incredible creatures. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on Nature Walk. Welcome back to Nature Walk. I hope you've enjoyed our journey through the great outdoors so far today. As we wrap up this episode, I want to take you to a very special place, the Udzungwa Mountains in Tanzania. This incredible ecosystem is often referred to as Africa's Galapagos due to its unique and endemic species that can be found nowhere else on Earth. The Udzungwa Mountains are home to a stunning array of wildlife, including the recently discovered Kipunji monkey, which was the first new monkey genus to be described in Africa in over 125 years. This remarkable region is also a biodiversity hotspot, with many plant and animal species that are found only in these mountains. But the Udzungwa Mountains face many threats, including deforestation, habitat degradation, and climate change. That's why conservation efforts are underway to protect this incredible ecosystem and all its inhabitants. One such project is the Udzungwa Forest Project, which aims to empower local communities to take ownership of conservation efforts and promote sustainable livelihoods. One of the key initiatives of this project is the introduction of fuel-efficient cooking stoves, which reduce the need for firewood and help to decrease deforestation. These stoves are not only good for the environment, but they also improve the health and well-being of local communities by reducing indoor air pollution. As we explore the natural world, it's stories like these that remind us of the importance of conservation and the impact that human actions can have on the environment. The Udzungwa Mountains are a true treasure, and it's up to us to ensure that they continue to thrive for generations to come. So let's all do our part in protecting our planet's precious ecosystems. Whether it's reducing our carbon footprint, supporting conservation efforts, or simply spreading awareness about the importance of nature preservation, every little bit counts. That's all for today's Nature Walk. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, keep exploring your natural world.